It's an honor to be here with you today, and I want to start by acknowledging something very important. No matter who you are or where you come from, at some point in life, we all face adversity. Life has a way of throwing challenges at us that seem insurmountable. Sometimes, these challenges feel like they're meant to break us. The pain, the obstacles, the unfairness, we often feel like victims of our circumstances. But I am here today to tell you that you are not just a victim of your past, your struggles, or your situation. You have the power to rise above it all, to transform that pain into strength, and to shift from being a victim to becoming a victor. It all starts with mindset. The victim mindset. When you face hardship, it's easy to feel helpless. Life's challenges can make you believe that you are powerless, that you are at the mercy of things you cannot control. It's tempting to fall into the trap of victimhood. The victim mindset is seductive. It's that inner voice that says, "This isn't fair. This shouldn't be happening to me. Why me?" It's that story we tell ourselves that life has done us wrong, and we are at the mercy of circumstances outside of our control. I want you to stop for a moment and think about this. How many times have you let your circumstances define you? How often have you looked at yourself through the lens of your failures, your setbacks, your past mistakes, and believed that you couldn't move beyond them? How many times have you thought, "I'm not good enough, I'll never be successful," or, "This is just how my life is meant to be"? The truth is, there is no shame in feeling like a victim. We all do at some point. The issue isn't the feeling itself, it's staying there. It's staying stuck in that place of powerlessness, believing that there is no way out. And when you stay in that space, you rob yourself of your power. Here's the most important thing I want you to remember: you have a choice. Yes, you can choose to stay in the victim mindset. You can keep blaming others, your circumstances, or your past for where you are right now. But you can also choose to shift your perspective. You can choose to stop focusing on what happened to you, and start focusing on what you can do with what you have right now. The journey from victim to victor begins with taking responsibility for your life. Not responsibility for the things that happen to you, but for how you respond to them. No one can control the things that happen to us, but we have complete control over how we decide to handle them. I know it sounds simple, but it's one of the hardest things to do. Because taking responsibility means facing the truth about your role in your own life. It means acknowledging that while you may not have control over the actions of others or the world around you, you always have control over your actions and reactions. The moment you make that shift, your entire world starts to change. Resilience is the key that unlocks the door from victim to victor. Life is full of obstacles, but it's not about avoiding those obstacles, it's about how you face them. It's about bouncing back after setbacks, learning from mistakes, and refusing to give up, no matter how tough things get. In fact, some of the most successful people in the world, the ones we admire and look up to, have faced greater adversity than most of us can imagine. They've experienced failure, rejection, loss, and heartbreak. But what set them apart was not that they were immune to pain, they weren't. What made them victors was that they refused to let those experiences define them. They used their pain as fuel for their journey. Consider someone like Oprah Winfrey. She came from humble beginnings, faced poverty, abuse, and countless struggles. Yet, she didn't let her early life define her future. She turned every hardship into a stepping stone. She became one of the most influential figures in the world because she chose to rise above her circumstances. Resilience isn't about being invincible. It's about being able to rise after being knocked down. It's about learning to adapt and bounce back stronger than before. Resilience means understanding that setbacks are not failures. They're part of the process. When you embrace resilience, you embrace growth. And growth, by definition, takes you from victimhood to victory. A critical part of transforming from victim to victor is adopting a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that you can always improve, learn, and evolve. It's about seeing challenges as opportunities to grow, rather than obstacles to avoid. When you have a growth mindset, you don't see mistakes as failures, you see them as learning experiences. You don't define yourself by your shortcomings, you see them as stepping stones to your next level. Think about it. The most successful people in the world didn't start out as perfect individuals. They didn't have it all figured out from the beginning, but they were willing to learn from their mistakes, adjust their strategies, and try again. They never gave up. For instance, Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, faced thousands of failures before he succeeded. When asked about his failures, he famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison didn't see himself as a victim of failure. He saw every failure as a lesson learned on the road to success. When you adopt a growth mindset, You stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstance. You see yourself as a work in progress, someone capable of learning, evolving, and ultimately winning. But there's one more essential element to this transformation: belief. Belief in yourself. If you want to go from victim to victor, you must believe that you are worthy of success. You must believe that you are capable of overcoming your challenges. You must believe that your past does not define your future. Too often, we hold on to limiting beliefs. We tell ourselves things like, "I'm not smart enough," "I'm not strong enough," or "I don't deserve success." These limiting beliefs create a barrier between where you are and where you want to be. They hold you back, keeping you trapped in the victim mentality. But belief is power. The moment you believe that you can do something, you begin to take action. And it's that action, fueled by belief, that will move you closer to your victory. One of the greatest examples of this is the story of Michael Jordan. He was famously cut from his high school basketball team. Imagine the victim mindset he could have adopted at that moment. He could have given up on basketball altogether. But instead, he believed in himself. He believed that he could improve, and he worked harder than anyone else. He went on to become one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Your belief in yourself will determine how far you go. If you believe that your circumstances have the power to hold you back, then they will. But if you believe in your ability to rise above them, then no obstacle can stop you. As I wrap up today, I want to leave you with this: you are not a victim. You are the author of your story, the creator of your future. No matter what you have been through, no matter how tough things have been, you have the power to change your narrative. The choice to rise, the choice to fight, and the choice to believe in your own strength is yours. The journey from victim to victor is not easy, but it is possible. It requires resilience, a growth mindset, and most of all, belief. You don't have to be defined by your struggles. You can rise above them, learn from them, and use them to fuel your greatness. So today, take a moment to decide: will you stay stuck in the role of a victim, or will you step into the powerful role of a victor? The choice is yours. The victory is yours. And it starts now. Thank you.